Hello, my name is Chris Gaynor, and today I will be talking about database types, which we'll be discovering today. So the overview, or what we're going to be talking about today, is of course the definition: what is SQL and what is NoSQL, which are the two different database types, and then some examples of the databases. So what is a database? This is a question that obviously we're asking today. And the definition of a database is an organized collection of data. So in other words, all information that you would like to organize, it is collected and put into one area that you can search through and find easily. So what is SQL? It stands for SQL, and it's used to communicate, search, and retrieve. Um, and most systems use this because it's simple and customizable. So some of the pros of SQL are it is customizable and it's very useful for companies to have, and it can store vast amounts of data. And it is also extremely organized because you can customize it to your needs. So you can have it searched by name, email, whatever. And then the cons of it is sometimes it can be extremely expensive. Skills and training are needed for it. And then also it can become sometimes too complex with the different types of data that you are putting in. So what is NoSQL? It stands for non-SQL, and it is for tackling big data, and it stores large amounts of data. The pros of this are large volumes of structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data are associated with NoSQL. And then also agile sprints, quick irritation, and frequent code pushes, object orientation programming that is easy to use and flexible, and of course, it's a very efficient scale-out architecture instead of expensive monolithic architecture. So that means it's very complex, but it is efficient if you know how to use it correctly. So the cons of this, though, is it is extremely complex and it's not usually necessary. So it doesn't fix the big tables picture, and it's not built for cheap storage. So that's another added cost that the company that would have to intake because it's on top of the cost of buying the non-SQL program. So what are some examples? Some two examples that I can think of easily off the top of my head are Sleuth People Finder and Facebook. Sleuth People Finder is a SQL because it is open to the public, and you can find a person by entering their name, email, office number, department title, and or phone number. So it's easy to access and it's simple and vast, which is great. So that's a perfect example of a great database system. And then Facebook is another example. It is a non-SQL because you have to have a login to get into it. You can search by name, email, location, school. Lots of information is put into Facebook every day, and it's a very large database. So, of course, then it would be considered a NoSQL. You need an account to access it, and it's easy and vast, like I said before. And then in conclusion, overall, databases are obviously very useful for companies, schools, etc., to be able to find information quick and easily. Some are more useful than others. And then it also can be as big and as small as you want, and you can set it up no matter the way you want to do it. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and that is database systems.